Hello YouTube and welcome back to GrunfWorks. Discouraged by the last episode, Passengers SSTO, boys have gone back to the drawing board, which means today we'll be going back to the shuttle. Yes, we will be designing a stock KSP shuttle and we're gonna use it to deploy no less than this thing that I'm designing, which is supposed to be a lab in the orbit around Kerbin, specifically to the Kerbin orbital station. So, with that thing being said, let's first design the tug that will perform the docking and ensure that the lab gets deployed to the Kerbin orbital station, apparently. Yes, that's the thing. Right, so with the design of this tug, it's kind of important because I want to reuse it for other docking and undocking and all that jazz purposes, so I don't take like 5 tugs into the orbit. You have to optimize things, remember. So, and this will be taken up by a shuttle, and the new more boosters update that has come in the 1.8, well, that's no longer now such novelty, but yeah, for those that have been living under a rock or not playing KSP, it's rather new-ish. And that means we will be using the boosters there and tiny quality of life improvements to actually build a stock shuttle. Because today, it's possible. It's the shit. Now, let's just put a couple of RCS thrusters here, and just for the word of warning, yes. I'm not good at designing stock shuttles, which is one of the reasons why we don't have that many on my channel, so this will be a rather exploratory and interesting experience. So, yes, science lab with a tug, and let's go back to the new craft, which will be now the making of the shuttle, yes. So first we will be constructing the orbiter itself, attached to a pretty large cargo bay, yes, like the real deal. So then what we will be doing is placing a docking port to which I will attach this wonderful science lab with all that yada yada yada, but I forgot to be actually placing first the battery. Yes, I'll need that as well, and I will need some, yeah, the SAS. Good. Hopefully you will fit in there. Of course you will, with room to spare. Wonderful. Which means that I will be able to put some maybe monopropellant tank. Now this guy. No, that's too long. It has to look authentic. So, short. Yes, that one. Good. And where's the angled one for placing the engines? Am I just blind or I don't see it? Possibly both. Mark III form factor, and yeah, there we go. That's the angled one. Good. Now I need to find the tail fin. Hold on, maybe I should do it like without it. Don't know, not sure. Doesn't feel very right. Ideally I would use the Mark III monoprop tank, and that might actually be the correct one to use because, well, we could be using the monoprop engines. But I would really like to change it to liquid fuel and oxidizer perhaps. So I think I'm gonna go with this setup. Yes. Right, but I'm gonna put the monoprop tank inside. So, RCS fuel tank, thank you very much. That looks good on my end. Now what else could I be putting? Like big tank inside maybe? Nope. How about a flatter tank? Oh yes, look at that. Oh, that's a little bit close-ish. Let's take out the battery. We don't need the battery. Who needs batteries today now anyway? If we have RTGs, we don't need the batteries. Yes. I'm gonna place 2 small ones up there and that shall suffice. Just make sure that you're using AA's, please. Now. Okay, a couple of RTGs. Thank you. Now. Fin, the big ass tail fin, yes, and that's just big S, not the big ASS tail fin. Now, wings, I'm placing the big S wings. It's funny when you try to attach it to the bottom of the shuttle, it looks kind of like the Tidarian shuttle from the Star Wars. I really wish there were some attachment points already prepared for that, but I guess this will work. You cannot be too spoiled. Now, okay, that, and I need these. Oh, oops, it was backwards. Yes. Well, GrunfWorks usually do things backwards. Yeah, I know. So let's rotate these. Last time I designed the shuttle, it was using the Cormorant Aeronology. I really love that mod, and I really love playing with mods, so stock is not really my shtick, but for the purpose of this playthrough I'm sticking with it. So, okay, this looks good. Almost looks like a shuttle. Now, what I would really need to put it a little bit forward, yes. Then I would need to put it where are the big ass fins, okay. Nose. I really hate this nose. It sort of looks like a clown with, you know, nose that goes. Now, engines, yes, you. Come on. You cannot put the mirror symmetry? For what reason? I don't get it, but okay. Let's leave it at that. That will make maneuvering really interesting. Shroud, gimbal, free, yes. And as everybody that knows shuttle knows that it shouldn't be angled like this. So, but big S wing strake, yes. That's what I've been looking for. Okay, let's rotate it. Something like that. A little bit. Oh, and it's angled like that. Oh, that needs to be corrected. Okay, this looks better. I mean, we're kerbling it. It doesn't need to be perfect, so just roll with it. Yes. Although rotation bugs me to the no end. Okay, now that's better. So STL shuttle. Yes. Shuttle Mark 1. If this flies, maybe there will be a Mark II. If it doesn't, there will not be a Mark II. While I'm fairly persistent on testing with SSTOs, shuttle are an entirely different matter. I love them to bits, but they're so imbalanced and, you know, tumbling all across the board, so I'm not really a big, how would you say? I love the shuttle, I love it to bits, but I'm not a big engineer really knowing how to do them. So yeah, I pretty much suck at them. That's basically another way of putting it. Okay, symmetry, mirror, let's place them something like that. Oh, no. You shall be a little bit folded in, yes. A little bit further out, yes. Right. Okie doke, now let's see. Let's turn you around. Oh, that will be a handy landing on the bottom side, yes. Dual symmetry, go figure. Okay, now a little bit further down, thank you very much. Turn, rotate, good. I think that looks decent, almost looks like the real one. Now, we should probably rotate these. But for the time being, let's keep them as is. I need to add OMS, which is Orbital Maneuvering System. Ah, yes, I know about it. No, and we'll put it like that. And yes, I just want to make sure that those two, when working together, they are producing a thrust. Oh, going through the center of mass or something like. Let's thrust limit these guys. Did I forget? Yeah, I forgot this one. Okay, so thrust goes like this. It should be tilted a little bit less, or more actually. Oh no. Yeah, fine gradient, something like that. So that we have even a remote chance of controlling this craft without spinning it terribly. Yes. I have a feeling this will be an epic flight. Already I can tell. Now, okay, let's turn the main engines. No, actually I'm just gonna put the thrust limiter and I'm gonna turn them once I actually construct the boosters. I think that would be better. Yes. All right. Back to the editor and let's do it like that. Start extended. No, start retracted. Right. We shall be placing lots of interesting things on you. Yes. First I want to center it. Then the decoupler. And given the fact that it's already would be too close on the rocket, we need to use this decoupler, which I'm not sure how it will fit the 2.5 or 3.75 meter mark, but yeah, we'll have to roll with it. Okay, putting it somewhere around center of mass. Now, let's see. This looks like a good tank to use. No, that's the 5 meter tank. How about the 3 meter tank? 3.75. No, 2.5. No, that's just silly. That's ridiculous. That's gonna give somebody some serious sizing issues. How about you, Sonny? Are you thick enough? Yes, you are. Good. Then be thick enough. See? And ooh, no, that's the 5 meter one. Never mind. I should probably rotate these. Yes. Oh no, you're not rotated correctly, are you? Big sigh. Yeah, nope, not that one. That one and orange. Look at that. Doesn't it look good? I think it does. Now, you, Sonny, are gonna have to be put exactly now. All right. Hello. Yeah. No. Right. So that thing being said, let's turn it back and right. Okay. I think that's a little bit. We should use probably more, but okay. Let's roll with this as it is. Put it here. Yes. Liquid fuel, we're not gonna put those there. And do we have some sort of an end for this? Nope. Something like that. Can we put that to orange? Yes, we can. Although I would prefer actually to put that cap. Yeah, was that cap? No, it was this cap. Turn it and orange. Yes. That looks kind of better, I think. Now, that thing being said, let's put decouplers, and I'm talking here hydraulic detachment manifolds on both sides, and then let's put the Clydesdales boosters. Okay, well, that don't look too authentic now, do they? I would need to increase the center column tank. And ideally it would have to be a 5 meter tank, but I'm gonna roll with this one. So caps, yes. Orange, no. Variant, white, yes. But here we'll put another tank, I think. Where's the tank? Here. Yeah. Orange, and then we put the cap. Okay, this looks now more authentic. I'm more concerned about the looks than how it flies. Well, that's typical me. Now, we'll have to just disable the yaw on this and pitch and roll on this guy. Control surfaces, you know. Save, yes. And right. So aerodynamic overlay, center of mass, center of thrust does seem to go through the center of mass almost, so I just have to tilt it gently, not too much, because we want the center of thrust to go through the center of mass. Well, seems like that is going the right way. Let's just check if all the engines are tilted. Oh, don't you be disconnecting from me, Sonny. No, what's wrong? Again, it connected to the wrong entry point. Come on, here, yes, good. Now, turn, please. Now you want to attach in radial symmetry, no wonder, no thank you. Okay, you, without the symmetry, just connect here. Yes, thank you. Now, turn, please. There we go. That's a little bit too much turn. Slightly less, something like that. Yes, and you will need to be turned. You are already turned slightly. Yes, you are. Good. And then the third one. I really hate the fact that you cannot really do them, you know, as a group. I would really like, for example, if I could create a group of these three engines and just turn them together. And yes, I know, hint, I could have turned the thrust plate, but then it wouldn't be the authentic thing to do, right? Now, good. Let's set up the, you're gonna burn together, you're gonna burn together, and the two of you are not gonna burn together. Thrust to weight, okay, 4,669 meters per second. Let's put the launch clamps, and we'll also be putting a couple of struts. Yes, of course, we need to put the struts. Let's just put the action groups as well. Custom 10, deploy, we will need it for the landing part at least. If we will need the landing in the first place. Right. Now. Okay, that looks about right. With minor modifications, I think I'm gonna just rotate it, but yeah, big SL on. Jeb, and we're gonna put the entire crew without the Jeb. Jeb, you don't need to be there. Hossy, you're gonna fly, Enly, you're gonna be on. And you're gonna take some measurements together with Bob. So you will be deploying the scientists, yes, to the Carabel space station. Wonderful, along with the lab. Okay, that didn't go entirely as planned. I forgot the struts. So, my shuttle noodled over. Never mind, that's why we have simulations, yes. That's how I call when I fail. Now, no, I'm kidding. Sometimes I just, you know, show the fail, sometimes you actually work through them. But this I thought was kind of fun. You just placed the shuttle on the deck and it just went like pancaked. So, yeah, what can you do? Alright, you and you, yes, we have you and we have you, goody goody. Now, let's try now. And I also just will rotate it by, you know, some degrees. Okay, so that's a missile. Some final changes that need to be placed. I think, oh yeah, a tank here, you here, and I think I could use some clamps even, holding the shuttle as well. Just to be on the safe side, and all of you will release at the same time. Thank you. You will just reduce that angle by a little bit because you were tilting way too much. Yes. There we go. All right. It was tilting way too much in the wrong side. So yeah, correct it. Hopefully it will be able to offset it. Right. Well, it's standing now, so it looks good. Telemetry is good. And yeah. It's just a little bit going in the wrong direction. Okay, after some tedious tweaking, we are ready for the launch, I think. Let's see. Oh, it goes well. The angle is correct. And wonderful. It seems like it's going upwards at least. Well, I got the direction right. Perfect. Alright, we are burning up, and there's a KSP down below, and the moon just on the horizon. Beautiful. Seems like we're doing it good. Heating is a little bit on the hefty side. Let's kick the SRBs. And, ooh, apparently we've lost a wing. Well, that wasn't going as planned. On the plus side, we're gonna make it to orbit. On the downside, we're missing a wing. Ah, it's just a minor technicality. Oh yeah. Word of warning, I forgot to add the separators, or separatrons. So, let's put separatrons. I'm going to put 3 on each side just to make sure that these big boosters detach in an orderly fashion. There we go. 3 on the other side as well. There we go, and the top one. Alright, now let's put them all in the same stack as the decoupler. Or decouplers, yes, plural. I think we're finally ready for the launch. After I get rid of the engines, we really don't need those. Symmetry radial, mirror, yes, no. Oh boy, you're still gonna get at me with this one. Never mind, we're gonna go with individual placement. Alright, angling the engines a little bit. Hopefully this final correction will result in how it works. A little bit, come on. Yeah, there we go. I think that would be enough. Enough. I think that looks about right. You will need to be a little bit more tilted. Yes. Okay, that looks good enough to me. Now let's just fly it. There we go. Look at that beautiful scene, and we are ready to go. Ignition. Yes, and we have liftoff. The shuttle is going steadily, tumbling on all 3 axes, but it's pointing to space. So yes, I'll give it that. Apoapsis is climbing, thrust to weight seems to be on the very, very solid end. I'm just gonna try and keep the general direction, orbit prograde until the SRBs run out of fuel, and then we're just gonna be ditching those boosters. There they go. Good. This time we didn't lose a wing. And here we go, cartwheel shuttle. Yes, that's a special feature for the KSP when you play with GrunfWorks. You've got a cartwheel shuttle, but since we're still burning in the generally right direction, I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, now we might be burning in the wrong direction. Nope, still right. The orbital velocity is increasing, so I'm gonna stick with it. Come on, you piece of lumber. Almost. Whew, okay. I'll let it stabilize a little bit. And just burn when we're facing the right direction, like now. See? 140 by 40, almost there. We need now to circularize and set up a rendezvous. If that will be at all possible with the beautiful engine that we made. Yeah, we'll see. Now. Okay, 111 meters per second. And the burn time will be in 5 minutes. Normally in the real shuttle would have already ditched this booster long ago, but yeah, we are not the normal shuttle, we are KSP. And we will be... Hossy is flying, Jeb is talking through him over the phone, wired of course, and the burn is coming in 10 seconds. For a duration of 4 seconds if we manage to keep the aircraft straight by then. Nope. It will be 2 burns of 2 seconds. Correction. Sorry, guys. Assuming that I can regain control of the shuttle. Well, yeah. Okay, that's better. And we are almost circularized. $144. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. We are in orbit. That's what counts. Now, ditching the booster, or sorry, the fuel tank, switching to OMS. I shall be disabling the liquid fuel engines. They still have some liquid fuel, and quite a lot of it actually. Interesting. Maybe this should be a SSTM, Space Shuttle to Moon. Right, let's time warp a little bit, and we have the burn time 2 seconds on the big engines. Hopefully we will be able to use them. And then we'll use the OMS for the approach. Okay, yeah, it will work. Now that we no longer have the big tank, this will be doable. Okay, a series of smaller burns. We're still able to keep the direction correct. Okay, the inclination is correct, so now it's all about setting up the rendezvous. Let's see. Where shall we meet? Not here. How about on the next orbit? Nope, nope. Next, somewhere. Sooner rather than later. Okay, well, there we have it. A perfect encounter. I'm gonna take it in 2 days and 27 minutes. I'll probably skip until then. Right, skip to that. Let's shut down the engines and enable the OMS. Wonderful. So we have a burn coming in 12 minutes. Through the magic of editing, I managed to cut out doing the loops around Kerbin. Okay, pointing maneuver prograde. And burn will start in 50 seconds, and it's pitch black out there. That's why I'm happy that I turned the lights on. You don't see anything, but the lights are on. Yeah. I actually, guys, tried correcting the ambient light. For some reason, I don't know why it doesn't. I have to double check. Maybe there's a separate setting nowadays. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, burn time 33 seconds, sure. And as you can see, the OMS is able to keep actually the aircraft pointed correctly, so that's nice. And we shall set up an encounter with the space station. Oh, and the moon comes just over the horizon. Glorious. Okay, and we will be zeroing in on it. So let's just warp until we get to a very close point in the encounter. Target relative velocity is dropping, which is a good thing, meaning that we are actually, going where we need to go. Where's the station? Oh, there it is, 2.5 kilometers. Now we will be burning directly towards the target. Just need to point the craft and then we'll engage the engines. Pointing directly towards the target, or making sure that we drag over the yellow target prograde marker on the target position to ensure that that's a good encounter. It's a simple game of aligning the dots with some decent speed, say 10 meters per second, somewhere around here-ish. There we go. Which means at some point in time we will be rendezvousing at the same location. Good. .8 kilometers. I'm on monoprop. I still have enough fuel. That's good. Nowhere nearly as much as I have liquid fuel and oxidizer. Apparently I should have used the mono tanks, but okay. Target 10 meters per second, and we are coming close. Well, overall, so far this has been a success. I cannot say because I never expected to get this far, to be perfectly honest, given my shuttle design and flying skills. Now, if we manage to deploy the science lab and everything, that will be just marvelous. 6.7 meters per second, the station is approaching. There we go. Coming close. By the way, guys, I will be posting this shuttle to the Steam Workshop, so if you're interested on catching it there and maybe correcting it even, please do that. And post your link to your craft in the comments below if you have corrected it, that it flies perfectly. I will be very grateful, and maybe I might even use it in a future episode, so yeah. Now, 70 meters, we can already see the outline of this glorious orbital space station, yes. So let's just get the target relative velocity to 0, and then we shall be deploying the science lab now, won't we? Come on, a little bit, and target 0.1. I think I'm just going to live with it. I don't think I'm going to go for 0.0. No point. Deploying the bay and set as a target for the docking port. Now it's time that the tug shines. Yeah, screenshot time, perfect. Decouple node. Thank you. Now the shuttle can go a little bit downwards, just to get this beautiful baby out. Look at that. Gorgeous, isn't it? Alright, re-enabling the docking port, control from here, and let's go. I'm pretty sure all of you did docking at some point, so this is no strange to you. I'm once again looking to align the nav ball markers, because that means that these two will end up at the same point in space. That's the easiest way I could explain it for myself. And as long as the target velocity is positive, like 1 meter per second or something, that means that we are approaching it. They are not yet 100% aligned because I cannot see the orientation for the life of me, given the fact that we are going against the sun. So when I come closer, I will correct it. Okay, oops. We'll go a bit back. And then we're gonna correct the perspective. Yes, a little bit this way and that way, and correction. Yes, wait. Target is slipping away. Don't let it get away. There we go. And at 0.3 meters per second, we shall perform the docking. Yes, there we go. Now it needs to stabilize because I've docked it like a potato. Alright, and that's a deployed station. Look at that. And the shuttle gliding marvelously below. Right, okay. EVA time. Set as target, and oh, we need a selfie time as well. We need to make a good Kerbal shot, yes. There we go, we're going back a little bit just to make sure that we get a nice encounter back to the target. Almost there. There we go. Almost. I think that this is as good a screenshot as we're gonna get. Maybe I just a little bit closer. Yeah, there we go. This is better. Okay, hold on. You brake, dude. Brake. Brake, brake. Hello. There we go. And imagine my luck. We go just behind the rise of the sunset. Oh, I think I've bumped the station a little bit. Oopsie. We're coming close. Okay, let's just get out of its way and go back home and just land this sucker. Right, I think that would be the smartest choice. Don't expect any glory shots. Alright, folks, are we ready? Yeah, I think it's time that we go back and make sure that we land. Okay, we're well aligned, so let's just burn maneuver orbit prograde, or sorry, retrograde, to ensure that we go away. And as we close the bay and enjoy a successful mission, one thing kept crossing my head, my, mind. Those damn scientists are still on board. Which means we'll have to deploy them in the next episode, because I'm definitely not going back again in this shuttle. So, let's take down the periapsis, and then we will be performing the landing, hopefully. I think around 20-ish something would be nice, and I don't know how to aim for the life of me when it comes to returning a shuttle. If you guys know, do let me know in the comments below. When it comes to a shuttle, it's essentially a flying brick. Now, one apology, guys, here, because my recording software actually died at this point, so I won't have the whole thing recorded, but needless to say, it was similar to Ascent. My shuttle was cartwheeling it all the way down. When I realized that this thing wasn't recording, I managed to stop it and then continue from there, but sadly a couple of minutes re-entry cartwheel footage was lost. I'm really sorry about that. Now, I'm enabling the engines because we never know when we're gonna need some stabilization. And I figured I'd just, put up a little bit more. Yeah, so alright, we are already in the atmosphere, and we are experiencing some atmospheric heating. Shuttle seems stable for now, but as soon as I start performing this maneuvers, it started to cartwheel like crazy. I was trying to no, not that way, not that way, yes, that way, no, yes, maybe. Well, you get the picture. I'm trying to correct it, and it's trying to correct itself in the wrong way. And there we go, the cartwheel shuttle that we know and love. Yes. Hint, it went like that on all until this, when I finally managed to stabilize it for the final ascent, and I tried to decrease my downwards velocity in the hopes that I won't do it terribly, which I landed perfectly. Okay guys, like if you like the episode, hit subscribe for more, and I will be seeing you in the next one with these Kerbals safe for return. Thank you very much for watching. This is GrunfWorks signing off.